Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back your mission controllers, Darren G. and Deanna Marshall.
Good morning, Auburn! Oh my gosh, wake up now. Good morning, Auburn! There we go! Woo! Up it up. Is anybody excited or what? Are you guys excited? Okay, I gotta ask this, and I'm just gonna keep it really simple. How many got a really cool email last night from First WA? That's all I'm saying. The other half we want to do is focus right back here on this district event. This district event has been awesome. We've seen some amazing robot actions. We've seen a double on top of the triple. How cool is that? Is that great technology or what? But the thing is though, teams, we need to think about this. This is 2 days in your entire life on where you're at today. And the reason we want to say that is because of a couple things. Is that this just is a portion of what's really ready for the rest of your life, right? So as things are, your robot may be struggling, where like every match, seems like the thing keeps breaking down. And you keep falling down in ranks. But that's not what this is all about. It's about setting your future, right? We all have our little struggles we go through, but students, focus on what you've learned from this program, what you've learned from your team, what you've learned from your mentors. Apply what you learned, because remember, these are the folks that have already been through it. And apply it to your future, because you know why? I want you to be able to replace me so I can retire in happiness. So if it gets really intense today, students, no matter what happens, in the end, take what you learned and apply it to your life, because that's what's going to make life a lot easier. So again, you're our future leaders. You're our future. And don't mess it up, because, again, I want to retire happy.
Okay, so am I good? Okay, great. So first is sort of a global modern day version of the NASA design team, which started the space explorers sent the space explorers to the moon in 1969. The average age of those engineers was 28 years old. So when President Kennedy threw down the gauntlet 10 years prior, they were 18. The same age a lot of you are now. So just like those 18-year-olds who had developed previous skills for an unimaginable task, you guys have been preparing for careers that currently may not exist. And FIRST is a stepping stone to a much, much bigger world. Reflect on where FIRST has taken you and where it's going to lead you. The skills that you're learning here, the teamwork, how to think creatively on the fly, those are skills that employers want, that you need at internships, that you need in classes to work with people and to really be part of a larger whole. So no matter how your team places today, whether you win or you lose, just remember it's part of a much bigger journey that you're on. And this is a small part of it to take you there.
All right. And as we think back of what Deanna said, we also want to remember, too, that there's an amazing company here in the Northwest that's done a great job and actually pointed us to space. They've actually done a lot of work working with space. And that's our sponsor, the Boeing Company, for the space exploration. And we really want them to give them a big hand for that. And then, I don't think we have a video, do we? No, we don't. Do we have a video? No? No, oh, that's the other one. Okay. sorry, my bad. It's been long days. It's all right. We're going to do it. We're going to make this happen. Okay. So let's take a minute now. So one of the things we do want to talk about, though, is that the biggest thing we come to is an issue at the end of alliance selection if you're not selected, all right? So there's going to be a remaining number of robots. And this goes out to the mentors because we really don't want the team to get embarrassed, is that if your team does not get selected, I still need backup robots. And a lot of what happens is that those teams, they sign a commitment paper, but they don't get through that process. So we really ask, if you want to be a backup robot mentors and teams, you can accept or decline. There's nothing against that. If you need to go, then you need to go. But if you can accept it and you want to stay and be a part of that, then mentors, I encourage you to be the ones that step up with your students to make that happen and to make that robot available. If you're not here, the other thing they want to make sure is if the team is no longer here, the alliance requesting the backup will be forced to play without their third alliance partner. So that's why it's so important to have that backup. So again, talk with your team, in-team, get this understood, shared, and then we'll keep moving on from there.
Okay. So let's welcome back our judges.
Woo-hoo.
Hopefully you've had a chance. Hopefully you've had a chance to meet and impress them. Good morning, judges. Welcome back our hard-working referees. Show your appreciation for another talented group of volunteers, our robot inspectors, led by Robot Inspector Steve Smith.
Go ahead.
As a reminder, all teams need to be re-inspected after their final qualification matches to be eligible for playoffs.
Correct. And by the way, I'm going to say this now. Do not remove your bumpers when you get to the weigh station. They already know how to add. There's also some other volunteers. We really want it. They're the behind the scenes. We don't see them a lot, but they've been putting in a ton of hours. They help put this field together. They help run all the electronics. They run all the speakers, the sound, and everything. And we want to recognize this incredible group. One of them is he's really cool. He actually showed up. He's sick. He's wearing a mask, but he's been working his tail off to keep us all safe so we don't get to catch what he has. And that's Leo. Where's that, Leo? He has his great mask on. And then the man behind it who actually got this carpet repaired, when they ripped through all the way down to the tarp, they replaced it. There'll be Dan Taylor, who's now the field supervisor. Dan, wave your hand. And then the people that a lot of you folks, the mentors and coaches and folks don't really see is those that are working in the pits, the pit volunteers, admin, spare parts, safety glasses, attendant, and all them awesome pit folks. I'm cutting out. That's cool. Let's welcome Kathy. Where you at, Kathy Taflin? Where you at? There she is. And the one who you will find always carrying a coffee in her hand because, well, she has to coordinate all these crazy people in these gray shirts, kind of keep them somewhat organized, keep all the registration, ambassador, coordinators, everything kind of in shape. That'd be Chelsea Olson. Chelsea. And then also now, what's going to happen for today? Okay, so we're going to finish up with quals. And everybody knows right now, depending on your RP points, anything can happen. If you're in 20th place right now, and you guys get RP points, a lot of RP points your next couple plays, guess what? You could be down in the top 10 or the top 8. That's how things happen around here, so fast. So again, sorry. So again, make sure that you pay attention to what's going on because what's going to happen is that we're going to take the top 8 teams, and they're going to come out here and do their alliance selection, and that's going to happen after lunch. But we'll do the alliance selection prior to lunch. So the sooner we get done, the longer the lunch, and I think everybody's going to want to enjoy the weather since we get it often here. The other thing, too, is that all the alliance captains, as you complete your final match, you need to go stand in that hall. It sounds really bad, doesn't it? You need to stand in that hall. You will be looking for the little Adrian. She's going to kill me. She will. And she will be the one coordinating you. So again, the biggest thing is that we're always missing that one or two teams, and we really like to show that we're on top of it and going after it. So please, as you complete your final match, send that captain or at least somebody to the and get their head counted. So, without further ado, freshly off their tour, here, coming on the field, and as they make their way to the field, we need everybody to stand up. We need you to remove your hats. Awesome.
And now let's prepare Planet Primus for competition. Teams, come out and get your robots. They're here.